Good day, everyone. I am Roderick DeGracia Jr. from BPED 2A. So, today I am your reporter, and my topic is about sexual behavior. But before we move on to the main topic of my report, first we will discuss about what is behavior. When we say behavior, it is refers to action, and there are things that we do, overt or observable. For example of that is PDA or public display of affection, and covert are not readily observable by the naked eye, such as remembering, reasoning, thinking, and dreaming. So next is that we act because of motivation. When we say motivation, it is something that drives us to do something. We do things to achieve pleasure or avoid pain. And also, we want to achieve a goal towards the fulfillment of our potential and aspiration as a human in search for meaning. So there are four ways that behavior can be measurable, such as frequency, duration, intensity, and diversity. When we say frequency, it is how many times an action is done in a span of time. Next is duration. It means that how long does the action takes place. Third is that intensity. It is the magnitude by which it is done. And the last is diversity. When we say diversity, it is the varieties of a similar behavior done in various contexts. So let's move on to the main topic of my report, which is sexual behavior. When we say sexual behavior, these are the actions with sexual motivations or intentions. Sexual behaviors can generally erotic behaviors such that they involve in primary and secondary erotic zones such as neck, face, genital, and chest. Others are erogenous zones. So sexual behaviors can be typed according to the aim of the behavior. First is that autoerotic or self-directed. It is sexual excitement generated by stimulating or fantasizing about one's own body, such as masturbation. Next is erotic motivation. When we say erotic motivations can be directed to the other people, whether the same sex or the opposite sex. Next is homoerotic behaviors, are sexual behaviors oriented of the same sex, while heteroerotic behaviors are sexual behaviors oriented of the opposite sex. For reproductive purposes, copulation or the insertion of penis is necessary. So humans can assume two positions and copulations. First is that ventral position, wherein male and female facing each other. So the number two is that ventral dorsal position. It is the abdomen of the male species facing the dorsum of the female species, such the insertion of the penis to the vagina from behind. Sexual behavior do not only refer to copulation. It also includes non-copulatory sexual behavior such as hugging, kissing, and caressing. It also includes the oral stimulation of the genital. When we say fellatio, it is the oral stimulation of the penis. While we say cunnilingus, this is the oral stimulation of the vagina. It also involves stimulation or penetration of the anal orifice, or what we call anal sex. So let's move on to the next topic, which is sexual response cycle. Both human male and female undergoes a sequence of bodily changes which prepare them for sexual climax. The sequences of changes referred to as sexual response cycle. It is a model created by Master and Johnson, which sexual response cycle is created or being happen in four phases in the cycle, such as excitement, plateau, orgasm, and the last is resolution. So first is that excitement. It is the first phase in the cycle for human goal. Of this phase is erection or Thompson's, or what we call elongation or stiffening of penis, efficiently inserted into vagina. The goal of human female is lubrication or wetness of vaginal orifice to facilitate insertion of penis. At this phase, there is swelling of gland clitoris and the labia minora. In both male and female, human heart rate increases during this phase. So the second phase is plateau. In this phase, vagina continue to swell from increased blood flow and the vagina walls turn a dark purple. The human clitoris become highly sensitive and painful to touch. The man testicle tighten and the breathing heart rate and blood pressure continue to increase. So the third phase is orgasm. It is the climax of the sexual response cycle. In this phase, involuntary muscles contraction begins. Muscles in the feet spasm and there is sudden forceful release of sexual tension. In women, the muscles of the vagina contract and in men, ejaculation of semen and rush or sex flush may appear over the body. So the last phase is resolution. From the word itself, it is the phase that the body slowly returns to its normal level of functioning and every body parts return to its previous size and color. So Helen Singer Kaplan's created also a sexual response cycle which are called three-stage model of sexual response such as desire, arousal, and orgasm. When you say desire, it is the psychological components of the sexual response. It involves sexual thoughts and feelings, which is necessary for satisfying sexual experience. So the next stage is that arousal. Arousal phase is the excitement and plateau takes place, which in the Master and Johnson model in sexual response cycle. It is psychological components of the sexual responses whose bodily changes occur as outcome of sexual stimulations. And the last one is orgasm. Orgasm is like or similar to the first one we discussed. It is the complexion of the sexual response. So which is the climax of the sexual response cycle being happened. And that's the end of my report. Thank you for watching and I hope you learn a lot from my discussion. Keep safe and God bless.